Young Dolph brother is gonna get the justice for Flipper because he's one of the only people that know exactly what happened inside that cookie shop. He was in there, and a lot of people say the stuff came from outside the shop. The shots came from inside the cookie shop. It was all mixed like stories and everything that the cookie shop workers were saying. But Young Dolph brother, man, he's gonna be the one that like actually is going to be able to solve this, because once they ask him, what did you see when you walked into the cookie shop, he's going to be able to tell them about everything. All the people hiding the office chair with a rope tied up on it, they try to tie Dolph up. And then the fact that he only tried to protect them when he ran out of that shop with the Draco in his hand and everything, because it was all in a backpack. Once he got called over to the cookie shop, he realized that it was something going wrong because nobody else showed up. None of the artists showed up. Dolph was not supposed to be there alone. And so he was wondering, how did Dolph even get up there, and why is this car parked like the way it is and all that. So once he goes, he realizes that the back door of the cookie shop is already wide open. He sees two dudes actually creeping through the bushes and go into that side door of the cookie shop. Raven had left it open, propped open and everything. And everyone knows that if there's something going on, like with that whole backwooded area of the cookie shop where people actually do something and then they sneak into the cookie shop for whatever reason is going on, but you know for a fact that it's something that they're doing and that they don't want nobody to find out about. And so when they asked Young Dolph brother to describe the details in the scene of him walking into the cookie shop, after he saw the two guys sneak in and they looked like they were masked up ready to go for something, they go in there. Then he hears the commotion going off. He tries to call Young Dolph and the phone didn't pick up. It went to voicemail. It looked like somebody purposely declined the call. And then once he jumped over the curb in the bushes, he goes in. He sees Dolph's wallet and phone in the bushes. He quickly runs in through the door to find out that it was a whole bunch of people surrounding Dolph. And as soon as he walked in, he seen him on the ground with the arm sticking out the window, and he started chasing after the two dudes who ran out of the manager's office and tried to go outside into the getaway car. That's when somebody locked the door again and trapped Young Dolph brother in. And soon as he was able to get out, this is when he started running out down the sidewalk, and you see the white car taking a turn to the right like they're about to leave the area and everything. Those are the guys that were in the getaway car, and Dolph brother was just trying to like have Dolph's back because those are the two guys that look like the threats leaving the area. But then he's also going to be able to talk about how he's seen the cookie shop owner inside already when everything was going on. They try to say that he pulled up afterwards, but the owner was there. He's seen everything go on, man. And so this is another reason why this is going to lead to like basically a lot of shocking details, because the news is going to come out that somebody has set up Dolph that probably was close ties with the cookie shop, because there's no way that everything happened in the timing that it happened. They had to have already known he was coming to the shop. They had to have known that he was going to have other people with him, so they had to do something right away and early, and they try to get Dolph isolated so he's not with anybody else, man. All lines of communication was cut off between Young Dolph and the outside world. He tried to make a lot of calls. He tried to get people to come and help him. But at the end of the day, they cut all those lines of communication off and try to get him singled out so that there was no other person that could intervene with whatever they were trying to do with Young Dolph. If you guys are rocking with Young Dolph, if y'all Young Dolph fans, go ahead and comment, long live Young Dolph. Put the dolphin emojis in the comment section. Let me know where y'all from, who you rocking with, because now it's getting very serious. After all these bodies dropped, Big Jook, it looked like Big Jook was, taken out at a very interesting time, because he was about to go and basically do the interview with the feds to testify against Yo Gotti and Govan, because Yo Gotti and Govan are being looked at as the masterminds, and Govan got his bond, but because he had to give up, the information on the next guy. And this was the same thing that they were trying to do with Big Jook. They were trying to get him to like get his whole time lowered and everything. So he went in and he was doing the interviews. Next thing you know, conveniently, Yo Gotti goes on a trip to Atlanta. Big Drip comes to Memphis, and then he gets smoked right there in the parking lot of him like paying tribute to somebody else. He's walking outside. How did they know that he was going to be the next person to walk out of that room? Like somebody was already dropping the location on Yo Gotti's brother, because you got to understand, Yo Gotti didn't want his brother to get interviewed by the feds because he was going to testify against him. And so a lot of people are thinking, and a lot of people are really starting to think, did Yo Gotti get his own brother knocked off? And is Young Dolph's brother going to basically tell the full story of exactly what happened and get the justice for Young Dolph? This is what they've been waiting for. Now is coming to the point where it's going to be Govan versus Young Dolph brother. And if Govan, he doesn't want to take the fall for this. He already said what he had to say to like get home on the ankle monitor and everything. Now, the next thing they're going to do is try to pin it on blacyoungsta and his buddy, the getaway driver of the Bentley, Shawn Dale Barnett. Shawn Dale, you know that they actually had him at first, but they let him go when he got caught up with Straight Drop. Remember, Straight Drop got caught up coming from Dallas to Indiana, and the FBI rolled up on them on the road. They pulled him up on the checkpoint. They pulled up on him. Next thing you know, they let Shawn Dale walk free because he told them that he was just giving Straight Drop a ride. He didn't have no idea that he was involved in the Young Dolph incident. But then it came out that that was a total lie. And so what ended up happening is that they put the warrant back out for Shawn Dale, and they didn't catch him until a whole year later. So once they caught Shawn Dale, this is when blacyoungsta's brother ends up getting hit up right after that, because they know that Shawn Dale is close to with blacyoungsta. They best friends. They pulled up to Castalia together to diss Dolph. Now, when Shawn Dale gets caught up, he's pretty much starting to like cover blacyoungsta's back and try to tell on Yo Gotti and everybody from the other side. This is why blacyoungsta's brother got hit up so immediately, is because they knew that they were giving away the info. All of CMG, everybody that got caught up for this was basically telling and ratting on each other. This is why so many people had got picked up, and a lot of people aren't friends anymore in Memphis. They're not clicked up like how they used to be, and now they're getting all separated. And this is the reason why CMG, they split up. You don't see blacyoungsta coming up with them no more, really. He did the last few shows at the Glorilla concert where he tripped and fell. And then now, ever since at the FedEx Forum where the shooting happened and the PRE guy got hit up, Yo Gotti's been wearing a vest ever since that day, because he understands the fact that his brother just got taken out. His artist brother got taken out. Now they're looking at him as being the mastermind, and basically Young Dolph brother is the last person standing that's on Dolph's side, that was actually in that cookie shop to tell exactly what happened. Now we're about to see if he's going to give any more new details, if they're going to let him free. They saying that he's in witness protection right now. They're saying that Yo Gotti, he's also hiding out because it could be at any moment where the feds come and raid and try to take them down, because they got enough evidence now. The feds, they usually wait until they have all the cards stacked up against you. And then when they have a 99% success rate, it's because they don't come and kick in the door until they know they got all of the cards stacked against you. And this is basically where they stand with Yo Gotti. They got all the information, they got all the people. The suspects are now going against Yo Gotti because the money ran dry from the hit. They only put $500K up, and all of that money, they had to hide the Bentley truck. They had to pay this person off, that person off. They had to give the GoFundMe to the cookie shop. So it all ran dry. Now they all telling on each other, and this is how the Young Dolph case is about to get solved.